all of these. We know where you stopped. We know which video you've watched and which one you didn't watch. We know which pop quiz you've taken. Also, another important thing to mention on the attendance policy, before you are eligible to take your exams for any semester, you must have completed the continuous assessments. So please note that, and that's why we encourage that as soon as we open on Monday, go, have your personal planner like the Vice Chancellor has said, and move very quickly with your courses. Get to your CA week, take your CAs, get to your exam week, take your exams, immerse yourself, gain everything that is to be gained from the program so that you will have the best of it. The timelines for submission of assessments and examinations, if you notice in the calendar that we've shared with you, we have already indicated that there's a CA due, say, on October 26th. So we've told you 6 weeks ahead of that time, you already would see an exam that is due, say, on the 18th of December. You would see it today. And for your CAs, you will find that they will be open to you around 4 weeks to the submission date. The exams also, the ones that are case study analysis or take-home analysis, will also be open to you 4 weeks before the due date, apart from the proctored exams, just to give you ample time to plan, because exceptions for late submission need approval. You have to contact your course administrator, and you don't want to keep doing that all of the time. Also, the Vice Chancellor has highlighted very strongly that we take academic integrity extremely seriously, as would any academic institution. It's very important that we maintain this throughout the course of our study, from your assignments to your exams to every piece of work that you turn in. We have tools. I mean, it's important to mention that behind each of your submissions, we have tools that check for plagiarism, and we will know if you have done work without citation, and there are penalties, as you would imagine, once you exceed the desirable limits for all of that. Now, also, we know that the cohort we have, you are busy professionals, you are growing on the corporate ladder, running your own businesses, managing your other life pursuits. We know that there are times that you might not complete your courses as stated in a semester. So there's a policy that allows you to defer a course or even defer a full semester. What that means is you are meant to take 6 courses this semester, for instance. We always advise everyone, your first semester, start with your full load. Let's assume you get to January and there are extenuating circumstances that mean, oh, I can't take 6 courses. Let me do only 3. You can go to your SIS and defer those courses to a future semester. The circumstance might also be so extenuating that you say, you know what, I don't think I can even take classes from January to April. Let me move the entire semester to April, or to the May to August semester. We also allow that, but it has some implication. Any course or semester that you defer also extends your graduation date. Remember when we said 4 semesters, that potentially those in MBA and MPH could finish in December 2026. Those in MIT and MPA could finish in August 2026. If you defer a course or a semester, that date shifts. So you have to consider it very well. Think of the big picture before you opt for this policy. Let me walk us through some examples of what happens when you defer courses or defer a semester. Now, this is a typical pathway where you've come in now and you decide, like many people are doing, to say, see, I'm going to take these 6 courses. I can plan myself. I can do my assignments, appear for my exams, and I'm going to take all my courses when they are scheduled to be taken. Notice that you start now, like I said, you finish in December 2026, right? For MPA and MIT in August, you are done. But now look at what happens when those deferments starts. This is an example. We've used Nancy. I don't know, is there Nancy on the call? Nancy starts this semester, takes her full 6 courses. Next semester, instead of taking 6, decides to take 4 instead. And then the subsequent semesters decides not to take 6, but take 4. Notice that Nancy's graduation has shifted to 2027 April, meaning that she has to spend an extra semester because she has pushed certain courses forward. So there are different scenarios. Look at Tunde, who started first semester September to December, did the second semester fully, came to the third semester, was transferred out of country, needed time to settle his family, decided, I'm not going to take any course at all. Let me move the entire semester, see what happens to the graduation date. So you have to consider critically if you really, really want to do this, because it extends your time of graduation. Our top advice is take them as slated, but if you have challenges and you reach out to us and then we're able to work with you, your sales advisor will be told who these are, will work with us to help us make the best decision that will enable us to go through seamlessly. Okay, so a few other things. I know you already have these. Today is your orientation day. On Monday, the semester starts. On 3rd of October, we have another session like this, shorter, to allow you a first week of interacting with the LMS, interacting with our systems. You might have some questions. You are free to attend this other session to ask more questions on how the processes work. Your life lessons will begin. You'll be informed exactly when your life lessons will begin. We have a date here, but the actual date is in your calendar. Your calendar is a life document, so where there are changes, you would see it reflect on your calendar. You will see a change log where you can check, is there anything that has shifted on the calendar? And then we hope to end the semester by the 13th of December, when you would have done all your proctored exams and your written essays as part of your examination. And one other thing we promise at Miva is that today we can tell you the day you're going to finish. So if you take all your courses on the 12th of December 2026, you will be done with this program. Unless there's some certain force majeure, which our digital first system also is anti-shock. So even if there is a disaster, there won't be another COVID-19. Even if there were COVID such outbreak, our online systems continue. So we can definitely tell you when you will finish. You can put that down in your diary. This is when you finish. Your graduation comes up the following June, but you are done with all academic requirements by this date. For those of us in MIT and MPA, look at on the 21st of August 2026, you're done with your program. But only if you take all your courses as we have scheduled. But like we said, we're also open in case you have challenges or exigencies that mean that you need to spread. Just some snippets into the form and quality of learning you will receive. There are master classes by industry experts. So you are taking MPA, you're going to have a federal permanent secretary come to your class one day. You're taking MBA, you're going to have a renowned business founder like Sim Shagaya, like Kuya Pata, come into your class to share experiences with you. Yeah, in the MPH program, you're going to have the chairperson of International Cancer Foundation come to your class to say, I've done this, I've practiced this. Let's now blend your underpin your academic learning with corporate experience. So you will have master classes. There are executives in residence that you will find within your asynchronous content, but you will find on your lesson schedules that there's an ERR, you have at least one ERR meeting per course throughout this semester. So look out for this opportunity to ask questions. Many people have connected, they've met a founder, and they've taken the connection beyond those meetings, and it has been very valuable. So we have a lot to offer you. We ought that you stay with us through the program, make the best out of it. Ask us questions where you face challenges, where you have blockers. Reach out to us. Know that we care. Know that we will respond. We're all in this together to make sure that you have the most seamless process. Where you think we should improve, please feel free. Reach out to us. We're where we are today because we have listened to the cohorts that have gone before you, and we're also willing to learn from you. The important thing about a postgrad cohort, we have people who have gone this journey in corporate, and we are open to learn from you to keep this program enriched. So once again, welcome to Miva Open University. We hope that your stay will be even more rewarding than you have planned it to be. Thank you. Back to you, Jimmy.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Please keep those confettis coming, keep those hands coming. That is our registrar. Thank you so much, sir. He spoke about a lot of things, and I believe so many of your questions has been answered already from his session, from your learning part, when you will graduate, support services, master classes. He spoke about feedback. It was such an enlightening session. Thank you so much, sir. The next voice you people are going to be hearing, it's going to be the voice of our senior product manager, Chidubem, who will be walking you through the LMS, how to use the LMS. Please, this is a very, very important session. Pay attention because all your learning will be happening on the learning management system. So for the next 15 to 20 minutes, please make sure have undistracted attention. Hello, Chidubem. Are you on the call? Let's just give him a moment, a few seconds. He'll be up shortly. Okay, so we're going to come back to this session later, but instead of waiting, we'll just move on to assessing support, whereby our senior manager success advisor will be taking us through this session. Hello, Franklin. Please, over to you.
Hello, Jermaine. Good morning. Thank you very much for the introduction. And good morning to everyone. I want to start by congratulating you on starting the program here with Miva Open University. By now, you must have noticed that this is a completely new experience. It's a completely new educational experience. It is like nothing that you've ever seen. Well, if you've been through the Nigerian educational system. So today I will be briefly speaking to you about assessing support. Let me quickly share my screen and just give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Okay. So today I want to introduce you to a completely different level of support. And like I mentioned, this is like something that you've never seen if you've been through the conventional university. Here, we've decided that we would hold your hands every step of the way. We've ensured that support is available to you throughout your journey here at MIVA. So what did we do? We decided to put together a dedicated team of success advisors who will provide you with personalized support throughout your academic journey. All right. So, who are the success advisors? They are a dedicated team that are interested in your academic and personal success throughout your journey here at Miva. Um, Professor Tayo, I've just introduced you to, I've just informed you on how we've decided to select experts, not just experts in supporting students, but top graduates from some of the programs that we currently have at Miva Open University. We've done this deliberately so that these success advisors can guide you throughout your program here. I want you to think of them as your map. Think about, how you would navigate your way through a new city, and compare the difference with when you have a tour guide and when you are trying to figure it out all by yourself. So this is a new journey for you. It's a completely new environment. Not, I don't think there's any university in Africa that studies online. So it's a completely new experience for you. And that is why we have this team to work with you all the way. So what are they going to be doing for you? We have the success advisor who would help you to adopt the learning environment as quickly as possible. So we know that, adoption would, I mean, if you adopt the learning management system, which Chidben will be speaking to you about after this session, you would, the faster you can adopt it, the faster you start to learn, and the faster you get familiar with the educational system here. We don't expect everybody to figure it out immediately. We know we have some tech bros here, maybe the MIT students here, but not everybody is that tech savvy, and that is why we would onboard you through our learning system here. We also the success advisors would also walk you through your course enrollment, helping you to select the right courses. So you will have your preferred courses, which is good, right? But the success advisors would walk you through what course would best suit your goals. And also, they would ensure that you are picking the course that helps to complete your credit units and help you get maximum scores throughout your journey here. Also, the success advisor would help you through your tuition payment. So to avoid any form of distraction, it is important. And I know if you have been to if you've been to school, that your fees are important to avoid any sort of interruptions in your studies. Another thing they will do for you is to help you with whatever technical issues that you may experience here at Miva. Yes, we have tech bros, but you still need experts, right? Especially when you are learning something new. It's always good when you have a mentor. It's good when you have someone who has done it before or has an idea of how to resolve whatever issues you may face. So yes, our job is to take out whatever blockers that would prevent you from studying. Well, if you are studying, then you must expect that you will take exams to get tested and to be sure that you are prepared. The success advisor will help you with whatever registrations you need and also the preparations for your exams. What they won't do is to write the exams for you. All right. Regular check-ins. Um, the level of support we'll provide to you it's going to be personalized to the point where you will get proactive calls, you will get reminders, you will get proactive calls, you're going to get proactive sessions. All of that is geared towards ensuring that you are keeping up with your studies. We have built systems and we have technology, just like our registrar has told us, to monitor your academic progress and ensure that you are taking your classes. So when you don't take your classes, we track all of that. We see when last you've logged in. We see how long it has been since you took your classes. We see how much life lessons you take. We see your scores. We see when you've taken your assessment, and we see your scores after you take your assessment. And we get worried when you don't, right? We get truly worried when you don't. And so there's going to be regular check-ins to ensure that you do that. Our registrar also spoke to us about deferments and re-enrollments. All of that is to help you properly schedule the way you want to take your programs such that there is work and study balance in your life. So if you want to extend your program, your success advisor is your go-to person who would help you with that. So above all, they are here for academic advice. We'll offer you advice to help you succeed, academically. Next, I would speak to you about how you can reach out to the Success Advisors team here at Miva. We've been able to build a proactive system that helps you to immediately raise a ticket. I'm going to quickly just switch my tab. So please take a look at this tab. By clicking on this link, it will take you directly to this tab where you can raise a ticket. If you're a student, you could log in and raise a ticket. Okay. So you'll be required to log in with your student account. Hold on. Once you've been able to log in with your student account, then you can raise a ticket for whatever issues that you may encounter while you are studying here with us. Just give me a minute. Let me raise the tickets so you can see how this works. Okay, while that is loading, I will please confirm if you can hear me. Can you just confirm if you can hear me and if you're
Yes,
following?
we can. Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, so while that is loading up, I will definitely walk you through how you can raise a ticket. But yes, you can also send an email to the success team at success@miva.university. So by writing to success@miva.university, we have a success advisor who would immediately pick up your emails and address your issues. You can also reach the team via call at +234 7000 444 000. I'll take it again. +234 7000 444 000.
Okay. All right. Hope you all are following. Please confirm with a thumbs up. I think Franklin had a little interaction from his network right there, but that was the end of his slides, really. Great. So at Miva, be sure that you are not alone. There are success advisors to hold your hand right from your very first day at school to when you will be exiting the university. Isn't that cool? Come on, please keep those confettis coming. All right. So the next voice you are going to be hearing is going to be that of our senior product manager, who is going to be walking you through the LMS. Please, this is very important because everything is housed on the learning management system. The support link Franklin spoke about, how you can access live lessons, how you can book office hours, book guidance and counseling. Everything you want to do is on the LMS. So please pay attention to this session. Hi, Chidubem. Over to you, sir.
Hello, Jimmy. Hi, everyone. Please, can you confirm if you can hear me with a
Loud
thumbs up?
and clear. Yep.
Thank you, everyone. Welcome to Miva Open University. We are glad to have you here. My name is Chidubem, and I'll walk you through our learning management system. So, the learning management system is basically like your classroom, right? Think of the brick and mortar university, but this is your classroom, right? This is where you do your classes, engage the contents which are already pre-recorded, be able to access readable materials, and as well as be able to access your live lessons even through here. So I'll start by how do you access your learning management system. So what I'm displaying currently is called the student portal. This is not the learning management system. This is where you go to pay your fees, enroll for your courses as the case may be. But from here, you can quickly get to the learning management system. So by clicking this button, you will find here, usually at the top right corner, from where you have your courses enrolled, it's called Go to Class. So once you click Go to Class, it would automatically load and direct you to your LMS. So this is the LMS, the Learning Management System. Alternatively, you can just go to your browser and hit class.miva.university class.miva.university. That's alternatively. But you can also reach your LMS just from your student portal by clicking on the Go to Class button. And that's what I just did. And you land on your LMS. So once you land on the LMS, the default page you get landed on is My Courses page. This will host all the courses you are enrolled in. So this is a test account for a student, sorry, who is an MBA student, right? So you see all your courses, both university-wide courses, your program-specific courses, and for postgraduate students, like you also have program-specific general courses, like if you are MBA, that's a pre-MBA course, a pre-MIT course, MBA orientation course, and we encourage you to go through them. Also, interestingly, there is something we call the general orientation course that you typically will also find. So these courses are important, and I will encourage you to go through them because it will also guide you on how to use the LMS and maximize most of our platforms. And you can always refer back to there if maybe you forgot how to get your way around. So here is where you can access your courses. So by clicking on any of the courses, view course, it will load the course page. And on the left of the course page is your menu. So this is quick access to any module or any section of the course or any activity. So it's either you go through here to find any particular activity, or you go through the main course center page and you can scroll down. We always advise that you use here because it's quite easier. You can also obviously close this or expand it as the case may be. So back to my courses. It's very important that you know that on default, this page can only host 12 courses. So for most postgraduate students, I think your courses are usually 6. And then with all the other general courses, probably roughly, yeah, 11 or 12 as the case may be. But in case, you are looking for any course, ensure that when you come down here, you can either toggle this to all or leave it as 12. You can also use this to move to the next page if you have more courses. So this student is an MBA student who is already in his 200 level. So you see there are more courses and you can toggle back and forth as the case may be. Now, the next thing is there are other tabs here. So by default is in all, but there are other tabs here like in progress and past. Now, past might not really be your concern now because this is for courses which you have already done with. So once you're done with your first semester and your results are released, um, those courses will be moved to the past section. Why the courses that you are actively enrolled into and your results have not been released in will be in the progress section. So why I say your results have not been released in, so for instance, if the semester is done, you've written your exams, but results have not been released. You will still see courses from your first semester here. So for this student, for instance, you can see some of the courses for his first semester here, as well as courses he already enrolled in ahead of next semester. But once results are released, these courses from first semester MBA will move on to this past section, and only the courses that they are enrolled in will be here. I would also like to let you know that most of the general courses do not have end dates, so you are perpetually enrolled in them, because we know that you will want to maybe refer back to them. So this does not account for general courses like the guidance and counseling, general orientation course, writing course, pre-MBA, pre-MIT, pre-MPA, MBA orientation, MIT orientation, or MP orientation, as the case may be. So just to put it out there. Um, the next step is obviously you can search, you can change the view. These things are just whether you want it in card format or in list format, as the case may be. Also, interestingly, the next place is your dashboard. So the dashboard is where you find things like your calendar, right? So once you are logged in, if you want to easily access our general orientation course and how to quickly navigate the elements, when you get to your dashboard, there is this button here for go to course on learning how to navigate your elements. Once you click on this, if you're enrolled on the general orientation course like I showed you, you have access to that course, and we made a good job of detailing down what you needed to know about the LMS, quick guides that you can quickly refer to at any point. So here you can see your timeline. Now, interestingly, what the timeline shows you are your commitments. These are course activities that have due dates. I'm sure the registrar has already mentioned about some of the submissions that we will be requiring to make. So most of the submissions will be done on the LMS. So once there's an activity or a course activity that has a due date, you have it here on your timeline. You can filter by the next 7 days, by all the next 30 days, 3 months, 6 months, as the case may be. So this just gives you a guide that, oh, I have a CA to submit by maybe in 2 weeks' time, in 3 weeks' time, in 4 weeks' time, as the case may be. You can sort by date or by courses as you prefer. But this is basically just like a timeline to keep you in check of your due dates and all. From here, you can obviously move to that particular activity to either add a submission, as the case may be. When you scroll down, you can see your calendar. So the calendar will host any activity that has a due date, or your live lessons. You'll be able to see it here on the calendar. You can see live lessons already scheduled for the students on the 26th, on the 27th. There are submissions required for the students, as the case may be, depending on the courses that you're enrolled in. By default, your calendar is filtered on all courses, but you can obviously like narrow it down, the filtration to any particular course, just to see the activities that have calendar events specific to a particular course as well. You can create an event, but this is basically not really relevant to you. But you can create an event just like the way Google Meet works. If you want to be able to create an event to keep yourself in check or remind yourself of something, you can quickly do that as well. So moving on, on the top right corner, there's a recent tab, a drop down there. So this is a quick find, probably to send you to the courses you last viewed. So you can see by dropping down, you can see the list of courses that this user last viewed on his LMS. So if, for instance, I've been studying management for information science and information system, and I just quickly want to get there without going to my courses tab, I can use this recent drop down here. The next is for notification bell. But very importantly, I want to talk about the inbox. So on the inbox, once you click this inbox icon here, by default, it comes to the group. Now, there are, especially for postgraduate students, there are certain courses that require you to do some assignment as a group. So once a group has been created, this is done by the academic operations team, and you are added to that group, automatically the system creates a group, a chat group for the group, basically. So you guys can collaborate within the chat. You can see students dropping messages and be able to share ideas while you work on your project together. So it's loading, but ideally you will see messages among students within the group. So this can serve as, instead of creating WhatsApp chats, if you guys prefer this, you can use this to collaborate as well. So you can see messages that are being dropped by students collaborating on a particular work. You can chat in here to drop your message as the case may be. So you cannot initiate a chat to another student. We are doing this because obviously data protection concerns. We don't want people abusing privileges or reaching out to you without you wanting that. So this is only needed for collaboration between students when they have been added into a group. Okay, so next up here is your profile user menu. So here you can view your profile, you can view grades, you can view your calendar, you can view some other quick access. For instance, if you want to access support, you can click here. This is usually mostly for undergraduate students, but if you need to upload maybe your jump admission or download your transcript, request for CY slide, and other quick actions as well are here, and you can log out from this button. Also, you can, for people who need or prefer dark themed interfaces, this icon here, by clicking on it, I can switch to a dark mode, and you can see what the dark mode looks like. So whatever you prefer, clicking on it back will take me to the default mode, as the case may be. So there's also a drawer here that has your upcoming event. Basically, just quick access to things you already have on your timeline and as well as your calendar. So this is upcoming events that you can quickly access. You can also see your recently accessed courses, just like the way you can find it on the recent drop down here. And then you can view your recently accessed course here. You can toggle back and forth using these icons. Then there is also a quick access to support, where you can chat our support team using our WhatsApp channel here as well. So I'll quickly just go into one of the courses and just probably walk you through how to get your way around basic things on the course, and then I would round up. So I can use any course, right? I can use this course. So within the course, like I already mentioned, the course menu on your left is quick access to the modules on the course. But interestingly, another thing that you might also pay attention to is here we have the grades. So this is where you go to view your grades. So once you've submitted your CAs or maybe did a quiz, as the case may be, once you go to grades, you'll be able to see your results. So this is what the grade report looks like. Now, they are obviously, when you go through the courses, the way it's curated, there are graded quizzes, there are ungraded quizzes, or what we call practice quizzes, as the case may be. So you will be able to see your graded quizzes. This might see this CA1, CA2 for this student. You can see your scores. Now, mind you, if it is a quiz or an assignment that requires submission by a lecturer, so there are multi-choice quizzes that once you have submitted, the system grades you and you can quickly see your grades. But if it's an assignment or maybe another type of quiz or activity that requires um, a lecturer to grade you, you'll have to be patient up until the lecturer has graded. That's when this grade will reflect here, as the case may be. So that's just basically it when it comes to navigating the LMS. Before I let you go, just to re-emphasize that when you come to your dashboard or my courses page, the general orientation course will be your go-to guide whenever you find difficulties navigating the LMS. We had created all actions down to even how to interact with every course activity on the LMS. So this particular guy here should be your go-to guy. Probably take this weekend, today, tomorrow, to just quickly brush through it ahead of classes starting on Monday. Um, Thank you very much and welcome to Miva Open University. We are here to support you and make sure that your learning experience is the best. Thank you, Jimmy. I think it's over from my end.
Oh, wow. Come on, please. Can you just keep those hands, those applauds coming up, those confettis? That was well explained. Thank you so much, Shidubem, for such an excellent job, right? It is always better to show than to tell. And Shidubem literally took us through the LMS, showing us how to do everything. And just should in case maybe you have missed out on any aspect of this orientation, there is an orientation course housed on the LMS where little explainer videos on how to access support, how to access live lessons, how to access your courses, you'll find those videos inside of the orientation course. Once again, Chidubem, thank you so much for that awesome session. All right, so please, it's been over 1 hour and we want to finish this session in exactly 1 hour, 30 minutes. But I know most of you may be feeling bored already. So just ensure you do something, like give me a thumbs up, give me that emoji, that fire emoji. Make sure you do something to activate. Oh, Jimmy, please show your face. All right. Make sure you do something to activate yourself, right? I don't need you to sleep on this call, right? Because we still have little grounds to cover, right? We'll soon be done. The next thing we are going to be looking at is assessing secondary support. Okay, assessing secondary support. Please give me a second to share my screen. All right, please confirm if you can see my screen. Confirm if you can see my screen. All right, thank you so much. So I will be taking you through this session on assessing secondary support. And please, I need each and every one of you to pay attention to this session. This is very, very important. And I will start with a simple truth. Listen, no student succeeds by accident, right? Success is always the result of two things: your effort and the support you choose to use. I am saying that because we have made this support, secondary support available to you, but if you don't use them, then it will be of no use. It won't impact your life, right? So you need to make that decision to use these support services. Passive learning produces passive results. Only active learners unlock real success. And that is why we are deliberate about your success. We understand that you all have different learning styles. So instead of leaving you to the content on the LMS, the videos, the interactive content, we have still made available live lessons for you, office hours, career advancement center, guidance and counseling, Miva Community Center, and much more. So through this session, I am going to be showing you guys what each of these support service is and how you can access it. So I'm going to start with live lessons, okay? So for live lessons, your live lessons are scheduled. I believe each and every one of you on this call have access to your calendar already. Please, if you do, can you confirm with a thumbs up or just write "I do" in the chat box? Come on, I need you to do something just so we are sure you are not sleeping. Say "I do" if you have access to the calendar. Oh, thank you so much, Sunday. Emmanuel, thank you. Olamide, thank you. Excellent, amazing, I do, great. So we have already shared your calendar with you, and I will show you how that looks like, okay? Just in case we have anyone on this call who have not seen it before, it looks like this, okay? Your calendar looks like this, okay? And we tried to create study sessions for you, plan out your study sessions, and then we have a legend here to guide you on how to use this document, of course. And then we also have live lessons. So everything highlighted in green are your live lessons. So this is NBA September 2025 cohort. So their live classes will start next week, 26th, right? So for postgraduate school, your classes happens only on Fridays and Saturdays, all right? So even your assessments are plotted in this calendar. Everything highlighted in red, these are your assessment deadlines, okay? Your exam start date and end date, everything has been plotted here. And anytime we make an update, remember the registrar mentioned this, okay? Anytime you visit your calendar, ensure you check this tab called the change log. This is a live document, right? So don't just download this, keep it on your system and think you have everything. Please, it is a live document. So it is always important that you check the calendar using the link that has been shared with you. And anytime you visit the calendar, check your change log tab,
right? So if we have made any update to the calendar, we'll always log it here. We'll write the date the change was made, and we'll tell you exactly the change we made in the calendar. So this is to ensure that you don't miss out on anything. Oh, so you know that, okay, these life lessons have been moved from this date to this date. All right. So always remember to check this tab anytime you visit your calendar. All right. Also, regarding life lessons, for those of you who already have access to the LMS, you would see that your life lessons have been scheduled already, right, in the body of your calendar, right? Look at the life lesson here. Okay, if you click this, you will see a link to join the live session here. So once it's time, you can click here to join. It's a Google Meet link, so it is going to take you to the Google Meet interface where you will be able to join the session. Okay, now please, I would like to mention that you cannot access any of our sessions, even documents, using your personal emails. All right, anytime you are doing anything relating to Miva Open University, please stick to your university emails. You heard the registrar said we keep track of everything. When Franklin was speaking, he said we keep track of everything. What video you have watched, if you have done this, we're keeping track of everything. Now, if you are using your personal email, we won't even give you access in the first place, because for some of these activities, we use your university email as unique identifiers. That is what we are using to identify you. All right. So for this reason, we cannot allow you to access our documents, classrooms, or anything using your personal emails. Please, if you got that, please, can you just make a comment, say, I hear. I needed to do something. It's been a long time. I just want to ensure. Thank you so much, Nnamdi. Thank you, Adiola, Deborah. Thank you. Amazing. We're making progress. Now, still on life lessons, very quickly, let me go into a course. So this is a course. Chidubem already showed you this interface, and you are pretty much familiar with it. After every live lesson, the recorded session is uploaded inside of the course. So can you see what I am hovering over? Confirm with a thumbs up where you have live lesson. Right, great. So if after 24 hours after a lesson is concluded, the recording is uploaded here, right? The recording will be uploaded in this session. You are going to see it here, and you will also see the date. This is to ensure that students who could not attend the live session will also have the opportunity to watch the recording. Cool, isn't it? Oh, yes, it is. Great. Now, these live lessons are not just happening haphazardly, right? They are personalized, meaning that it's not just the lecturer coming up with things to teach you. You have control over what your lecturer teaches you in class, okay? And how do you do that? At the end of every session, this is session 1. If you check, at the end of every session, there is a form inserted here. Giving you access to our content on the learning management system, isn't it? Now, we believe that while going through that content, you may have some concerns where you will need a lecturer to attend to you, right? In such a situation, now mind you, I can't open this form because I am not logged in as a student yet. I need to log in, all right? Remember what I said? You can't access our items if you are using your personal email. Got that? All right. So at the end of every session, if you have anything confusing that you do not understand, please go ahead and fill that form, all right? It's a simple form. Just tell your lecturer, please explain this further, right? And be sure that when you show up in that live class, your lecturer is going to go ahead and explain the concept to you. Is there any mobile app for Miva LMS? Yes, our mobile application will be coming up soon, and all of you will be informed when this is done. Okay, great. So please anytime you have a concern, fill that form. All right. So these live lessons are scheduled and they are also personalized. So very quickly, let me run back to my slide and highlight a few things I need you to do. Now, 10 minutes before any live lesson at all, you are going to get a WhatsApp notification. That is, if the phone number you registered with the university is your WhatsApp phone number, right? We'll send you a WhatsApp notification that will contain the live lesson link. You can use that link to join the session. Again, many of you are using your mobile phones. So if you are making use of that link, be sure you switch to your university email. Else you will not be allowed access. This is very important. That is why I am echoing it over and over again. Okay. So a few things to highlight about your live sessions. Please do not join a live lesson with your personal email. Do not bully or use abusive language during a live lesson, and ensure your mic is only on when asking or answering a question. All right. Now, if you look at your calendar, you will see that these live classes are spread out across the semester, right? And you can tell that for a course, maybe for each course, you have like 3 live lessons, one of which is going to be an executive in residence. Please, if you see any course where you have EIR, right? That is executive in residence. Remember, the registrar mentioned this, okay? You have industry experts who will come into these classes and teach you, right? Just to bridge the gap between theory and practice. Okay, great. So you would see that this has been spread out. And for some of you, you may not be able to wait for a live class, right? Because you are busy. Maybe you need a lecturer to attend to you immediately, or you want to study alone. There is something you can't wait. You want a lecturer to put you through. That is where the second support service comes in, which is office hours. All right. So I'm going to be taking us through office hours very quickly. Now, as for your office hours, these are scheduled sessions, okay? Your lecturer looking at his calendar, every lecturer in the university looks at their calendar for the semester, and he says, okay, I am free every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So he creates appointments, open appointments on these days for you. So in an event you have any academic concern, you are able to book such sessions, meet your lecturer in that session, and he will explain whatever challenge you are having. Please, if that is clear, can you give me a thumbs up? If that explanation is clear, can you confirm with a thumbs up? Thank you so much. That means I am teaching real good. All right. So how can you access your office hours sessions? All right. First, remember, Franklin shared the link to our support portal. And again, I would like to emphasize that for anything support, please, each and every one of you need access to this link, okay? Save this. If you need help for anything, please always make use of this link, all right? You can report issues you are having relating to live lessons, literally anything using this link, okay? Now, how can you book for an office hour session? If you look at the tab, this menu of this support portal, you are going to see bookings, right? And if you click on this drop down, you will see office hours, okay? So clicking on this is going to open up, it's a script. Again, remember, you can only access all this information using your university email, all right? So once you click on office hours, you can go ahead, select the course or lecturer. It's a Google appointment, book a session, and that is it. Okay, this gets automatically plotted in your school calendar. You can go ahead, once it's time, go to your Google Calendar and you'll be able to access the session. Okay, another way you can book for an office hour session is using your course in the course. All right, so every course has this session called office hours. Can you see this here? We have this inside of every course, the same way we have live lessons. So you can see, click to book an office hour session. So if I click here, this is going to come up. All right. So you can see appointments. There are no appointments yet. Okay. So lecturers are still scheduling. All right. But if your lecturer schedules, you're going to see your lecturer's appointments scattered here. You can click on any one of it. It's self-explanatory and you'll be able to book. If you have any issues relating to office hours, you can always use this link. There's a form here. Click it and report whatever issues you are having, or make use of the support portal to report any issues you are having relating to office hours. So far we have looked at live lessons and we have also looked at office hours. Let me juggle back to my slide very quickly. Okay, so the next item I'm going to be talking about is guidance and counseling sessions. All right. But before I talk about that, please, there are a few things I need you guys to note about office hours. Come to office hours with specific questions, topics, or concerns you had like to discuss with your lecturers. Okay, please don't book sessions and then once you show up, you now tell your lecturer, teach me. No, it does not work like that. Nothing is showing for MIT in the booking page. Do not worry, okay? From 22nd, from Monday, you're going to see things there, all right? Don't worry. Normally, we are starting 22nd, okay? So don't worry. You're going to see schedules there to book. All right. So I was saying, always come prepared with your questions, okay? Because these sessions are personalized. Learning is a two-way thing. It is not just all about the lecturer teaching you. It is about you too. What is it that you are struggling with? Okay, so come prepared with your questions or concerns, academic questions, please. All right, now check the schedule for the lecturer's office hours and availability time slots before scheduling. Office hours are for academic discussion. Avoid discussing confidential or personal matters. This is very, very important. If you are trying to take the conversation outside of academic, the lecturer will pull you back. If you insist, your lecturer is going to end the session. They are for academic discussion. This is very, very important, right? If additional questions arise after office hours, feel free to follow up via your success advisor or schedule another appointment. So every session usually lasts for 30 minutes. If 30 minutes is not enough for you, you are allowed to book another session again. And another thing we allow is you coming into the session with your friends or study mates, okay? So maybe you people, you have a study group and there is something you want your lecturer to explain to you guys. You can bring your friends, you can bring your course mates. It is allowed. So always feel free to invite your friends to your office hours session. All right, so remember, I've been saying over and over that office hours is for academic issues, okay? So we are not expecting you to come to an office hour session and start telling your lecturer that, oh, sir, I had a heartbreak. I am going through emotional stress, right? Your lecturer cannot take that. We have a team dedicated to handle such issues. And that is where the third support service comes in. Now that everybody is smiling, I think I have the courage to turn on my camera. So I think I can do that now. Okay, I was not courageous enough. So you can tag my face to my name to a face. Okay, so that is where guidance and counseling comes in. All right. So in an event, you need someone to help you plan your schedule. You have a heartbreak, you're going through emotional stress and all that. You can always book a session with our guidance and counselor. Now, how can you do that? The same technique, right? Again, use this support link. If you click on bookings, currently right now, there is no guidance and counseling here, but we are going to add that, right? We're going to add guidance and counseling here. So you can click it again. It's Google appointment. Great to finally see the face of Jimmy. Oh, thank you so much, Elizabeth. All right. So you can click on book appointments and you will be able to schedule an appointment with the guidance and counselor. All right. And again, for each and every one of you, if you check your dashboard, okay, if you look at what Chidubem was doing, you will notice that each and every one of you have been added to a guidance and counseling course. Please, if you cannot see that course yet, just reach out to your success advisor and you will be added immediately. All right. So if I check my courses, I will see a guidance and counseling course. Let me show you very quickly. Can you see it? Guidance and counseling. Look at the course here. This is a student account, right? So if you open this course, you will also be able to book your guidance and counseling appointments, and you will meet our amazing guidance and counseling team, right? And these sessions, everything is private between you and your guidance and counselor. So those things you could not talk to your lecturer about, be free to share them with the guidance and counselor, and he or she will put you through. All right. So please, if you're following again, please, can you confirm with a thumbs up? Can you confirm with a thumbs up? All right. Thank you so much. So let me toggle back to my slide. Okay, so the next item I would like to speak about is our Miva Career Advancement Center. All right, so you can see that as a university, we are deliberate about your success, right? You can say that you failed accidentally, but to succeed, please, nobody succeeds accidentally. You have to be deliberate about it. So as an institution, we have thought about these things and we have set up these systems for you. Please take advantage of them. For Miva Career Advancement Center, this is to empower you to achieve professional and entrepreneurial goals. Because remember, we want you to get a degree that will get you hired, right? That will make you relevant in the society, right? So we provide guidance, resources, and opportunity that prepare you for success in the job market or in building and growing your own business. Now, how do we do this? Personalized career guidance and counseling, CV and cover letter review services, interview coaching and preparation, internship and job placement support, career workshop, webinars, and networking events. So you're going to be getting notifications about these events, all right? Now, we have a group on Telegram. The community managers, if you have not been added to this group already, the community managers will be sharing the link with you. Please ensure you join the group on Telegram so you can receive updates relating to all these things. All right. Please, I'm still expecting more emojis because this is super cool. You can see that we are very, very deliberate about everything we are doing. Okay. Now, the next item I would like to speak about is Miva Community Centers. For those of you, this is an open university, but we understand that some of you will need quiet environment so you can study, connect, and collaborate. That is where our community centers comes in. All right. So they provide students with the perfect space to connect, collaborate, and study. Open to all enrolled students. These centers offers a conducive atmosphere where you can focus on your studies, access high-speed internet, and build lasting relationship with fellow learners. So here are the key features. And please, these centers are only open from Monday, 9 a.m. to Friday, 5 p.m. All right. And you can only book within this time period. So someone may ask, how can we book a session? Very quickly, let me show you how to do that. So to book a session, just head to Miva University. Okay. Let me drop this link. If you head to our university website, you are going to see a link to this. Okay, this link. Okay. Just give me a second. I want to start back afresh, right? In case someone does not have this link, right? So if you are visiting our website for the first time, miva.university, right? This is what you will have, right? So if you want to book a slot at any of our community centers, use this. Can you see what I'm hovering over? Can you see this? Oh, thank you so much. You guys are so kind. Thank you so much. All right, so go ahead and click on it, and then click on book your spot, right? Great. So this interface is going to come up. So you can now select the center you want. Select the center. You will click continue. This will allow you to pick the date and time. You click continue. You will just fill in your school details and submit. That is all. On that day, just head to the center and they will allow you in. Is that clear? Please, can you confirm if that is clear with a thumbs up? Can you confirm if that is clear with a thumbs up? Thank you so much. So here are all our community center locations across the country, right? While booking, you will see an input field that pops up all the community centers, but we created this slide just to highlight the community centers available, and we are still opening more, all right? Come on, we deserve a round of applause. Come on, just encourage us with all those emojis. Okay, great. And as for our campuses, currently we have 4 study locations. We have the main campus, which is here at Abuja, Utako. We have another study center, our almighty study center at Lagos. We have another one at Port Harcourt, and we have another one at Jos, Lantan, all right? And more are coming up, okay? This is amazing, isn't it? So this is it about secondary support services. Okay, so at this point, I am going to stop here, and the next voice you're going to be hearing is going to be the voice of our head of special programs and postgraduate school, Aisha Bagudu. Aisha Bagudu. Hello, Aisha, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good
All right.
morning. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aisha Buba Bagudu, and I'm the postgraduate coordinator as well as head of special projects here at Miva. I'm delighted to welcome you to this orientation, whether you're joining the MBA, MPA, MIT, or MPH program. We recently gathered insights from a survey shared with you. So this segment is designed around what you hope to achieve, what you're looking forward to, the challenges you anticipate, and most importantly, how we're addressing your needs. I want to reassure you that your feedback is always welcome and valued, and we are committed to supporting you every step of the way. So yeah, here we have the meet the MBA September 2025 cohort. We have a total of 820 students for the September 2025 cohort. Yay. We have students joining us from the UK, United Arab Emirates, United States, Sierra Leone, and even New Zealand. We have people from different, no, go back, please. We have people from different industries, a majority from business, finance, some in technology, some in education, even some in healthcare, as well as the public sector. And we have about 17% of you guys in different, mini sectors. Next slide, please. The MBA ends by your 4th semester, you'll be expected to choose a specialization. We have 4 tracks for the specialization. We have entrepreneurship and innovation. We have management, finance, and marketing and strategy. You would be required to you will have 2 core courses and expected to take 3 to 4 electives that will make up the specializations. Next slide, please. Now we're here on the MPA. We have a total of 193 enrolled students for the September 2025 cohort. We have, in terms of their years of experience, we have, I think, majority of them fall within the 7 to 15 years. We have 4 to 6 years as well. and the next majority is the more than 15 years. For industry, we have people from the education sector, energy, public service, but majority from business. We have students joining us from all around the country: Abuja, Lagos, Enugu, Niger, across river. And we have a very diverse community. We had 242 pioneers in January 2025, who are expected to be rounding up by December 2025. And we have 142 that joined us in May, and now 193 of you in September 2025. Next slide, please. The MPA also has 4 specialization tracks: public administration, public policy, human resource management, and security and strategic studies. These are taking in the 3rd and final semester, where there will be core courses, and you'll be required to take, I believe it will be 2 to 3 electives to be able to specialize. Next slide, please. Now we're at the MIT, which is Masters of Information Technology, a whopping 668 enrolled students. Please clap for yourselves. You are pioneer students, and we are looking forward to how this program is going to be. We have a lot in stock for you, and we know it's going to go well. In terms of years of experience, we have about 10% that have more than 15 years experience, 11 to 15 years, about 12%, 20%, 1 to 3, 7 to 10 years, 20%, and 46 years, 36%. The industry, of course, as we can expect, majority, about 60% of you come from the technology and IT background. We have people from business, NGO, education, finance, energy, as well as engineering. We welcome students from across Nigeria, as well as from other countries like Sierra Leone, Kuwait, Dublin, Geneva, and England. Next slide, please. We also have 4 specializations for the MIT. The first is artificial intelligence, software engineering, cybersecurity, and information management system. Again, it is taking in your last semester, which is the 3rd semester, where you have some core courses as well as electives. Next slide, please. Now we're down to Masters of Public Health. We have another whopping 543 students for the Pioneer cohort. Majority of you, as expected, have some sort of background in health or public health, while I think about 11.5, somewhat, and I think about roughly maybe about 10% or thereabout have no background in health or public health. We can see that, some of the skills that you're interested in developing include, epidemiology and data analysis skills, health policy and planning skills, research methods, community health interventions, health promotion and health education, monitoring and evaluation, project management in health, and leadership in public health. We welcome students from across Nigeria, and we have some people joining us from Mozambique. Sorry, one second. From Mozambique, the United Kingdom, the USA, as well as Germany. We have 4 specializations for the MPH. That includes epidemiology, health education and health promotion, environmental health, and health policy and management. The specializations will be taken in your 4th and last semester, where you would choose we would have some core courses and be expected to choose within the specialization track courses that have to do with your specialization. That is all. Back to you, Jimin.
Okay, thank you so much, Aisha. All right. So I can see some questions in the chat section. We have a team attending to the questions, but at the end of this session again, we're going to take one or two questions, and of course, we'll address those questions at the end of the session. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is the assessment plan, all right? And this is just to give you a holistic view as to what to expect regarding assessment. Okay, what kind of assessments will you be taking? What is going to be the mood and all of that? All right, so regarding assessment plan, you have continuous assessment. So you will have your CA, mid-semester assessment, which is weighted at 40 marks. Now, I would like to pause here and give you a little explain, all right? In an event where you have a mid-semester assessment and end of semester assessment, these 40 marks is shared. So the mid-semester assessment takes 20 and end of semester assessment takes 20. That makes up the 40 marks, all right? So DCA will come in the form of either multiple choice questions, group projects, or personal submissions. As for examinations, in week 12, you will have your examinations, which is weighted at 60 marks. These will be multiple choice questions, case study analysis, PowerPoint presentations, or essay type. Okay. Grade breakdown. All right. So this is our grade breakdown. To have an A, you need to score between 70 to 100, a B, 60 to 69. You can see that this is very easy, right? C, 50 to 59, F, 0 to 49. So it's very easy to have an A, right? And by the way, we operate a 5-point scale of CGPA here at Miva Open University. Hello, Chris. Are you on the call? All right, so I will just go ahead and run through the examination guidelines, things you are expected to do before you will be eligible to sit for your exams. Now, I know if you were paying attention, you would notice that the registrar had already mentioned some of these things before, but I will just be highlighting them. So examination expectations. It is expected that for any student to undertake examinations, they should have completed and submitted their continuous assessment. So once it's time for exams, if you do not submit your assessment, if you have not done your assessment, you will not be able to sit for exams. So please pay attention to the deadlines, all right? Please keep to those deadlines. So students are expected to participate in examination trainings so as to be kept abreast of examination guidelines, all right? So later on in this presentation, you will see that we understand that you people are scattered all over the world, right? So for our proctored exams, you can have it right at the comfort of your house. However, there are trainings. We teach you how to do that, how to set up our system on your personal computer, and then you'll be able to have your exams anywhere you want. Okay. All right, so attendance to live lessons, attendance to office hours, all these things are prerequisite for your exams. In a semester, we expect that you should participate in these sessions at least once, all right? You must make use of this session. Remember, we said we are keeping these records, okay? You are also enjoined to attend office hours as a way to trash out any academic concern you might have. Students are expected to keep to submission dates for all their research papers or any other course submissions. Examination modes will largely take 3 forms, okay? So these are the 3 forms of examinations you are most likely going to be encountering here at Miva Open University. We have case study analysis. This helps students develop critical thinking, problem solving, and decision-making skills. Typically, this would require students understand a case, analyze the situation, develop solutions, and make recommendations. And then we have paper essay submissions. This would require you to submit a written assignment or research paper as part of your course requirement. It would also take the form of research paper, term paper, case study analysis, reflection papers, and even capstone projects. And finally, we have proctored exams. This would have students sit virtually for written examinations, typically in form of multiple choice question or essay type questions on the Miva exam portal with the Miva auto proctoring tool. This is why it's important that if you see our announcement for exam training, please show up, because you must set up our Miva auto proctoring tool to be able to take these exams. Examination accommodation. Students can always approach their success advisors on issues around their examination or school in general, and clear pathway/guide would be provided. Remember, you have your success advisors. We have shared the link to our support portal. If you have any concerns regarding anything we are talking about, not just exams, you can always make use of that channel to report your issues accordingly. Students who may have emergencies or unforeseen circumstances hindering their progress towards course requirement can always report this. Proctors are also available on days of exams to resolve complaints on real-time basis. Extended deadlines to assignment submissions can be provided in cases where that is applicable. So maybe you were sick, you couldn't meet a particular deadline, you can always reach out to your lecturers and you will be attended to. All right, so next again, hello Aisha, are you still on the call? Okay, so the next item we're going to be talking about is just a quick survey we carried out. Remember, if you listened to the registrar, even the head of postgraduate program, they spoke about feedback. As a university, we are not building this product in isolation, right? It is our desire that we will be the best in the world. We don't want to be second to any institution. And one of the ways we do this is by gathering feedback, and based on the feedback we receive, we make adjustments on our systems accordingly. So here is part of what we have gotten from a quick survey that was shared among you so far. So these are the skills you hope to learn. Oh, thank you so much, Aisha. Yeah, I'm taking it. I thought you were around, so, but I'm taking it. Thank you so much.
Okay, I was going to take it.
All right, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. It's Aisha again. So we gathered some insights from, a survey that was shared with you. And this segment is just designed around, talking about what we were able to get, the key insights from that survey. The first thing we were able to pull out was the skills that you hope to learn. Across all programs, students express interest in developing leadership skills, building technical and analytical expertise, strengthening research and problem-solving abilities, enhancing policy, strategy, and decision-making skills, and improving communication as well as presentation capabilities. You're also looking forward to, networking with your peers and professionals and fostering innovative thinking. These insights guided how we designed our programs. Across the MBA, MPA, MIT, and MPH, we provide opportunities to apply what you learn through projects, case studies, and simulations. This ensures that your learning is not just theoretical, but practical and immediately applicable to your career. Next slide, please. We also asked you what you're looking forward to. Many of you highlighted building strong professional and peer networks, gaining practical knowledge and tools for career advancement, and applying classroom learning to real-world challenges. You're also excited about personal growth, engaging with diverse classmates and faculty, as well as exploring new opportunities after graduation. These expectations guide how we structure our programs, and we aim to make your learning interactive, practical, and relevant. And we encourage you to share your feedback throughout the program so that we can continue to improve your experience. Next slide, please. Of course, we also know that starting a postgraduate program can feel challenging. Some common concerns include balancing program workload with work and personal responsibilities, managing time effectively for online classes and assessments, managing financial commitments, and adapting to online learning platforms. Meeting academic expectations also came on was high on the list, as well as finding ways to network in a fully online environment. We acknowledge these concerns and is because it is important, and it allows us put the right support in place. Your feedback helps us to understand what's working well and where we need to provide additional support. Now we're at the last slide, where we are going to talk about how we're addressing your needs. On this slide, you'll see 4 key areas, and I'll walk you through each one. Skills students hope to achieve. We know many of you want to develop leadership, management, analytical, and problem-solving skills. And across all programs, we provide a curriculum that combines theory and practical application. You'll engage in case studies, hands-on projects, and simulations to apply what you learn. These activities also help strengthen your communication and presentation skills, ensuring your learning is practical and career-ready. The next key finding, work-life balance. We understand that many of you are managing careers, family, and other responsibilities. For balancing academics with personal life, we offer flexible online learning and self-paced resources. Our registrar had earlier mentioned how the load works. You can access recorded lectures anytime, and success advisors are available to help you manage your workload in terms of with guidance. For time management, we provide guidance on planning and prioritizing tasks, tools to manage deadlines, and support from advisors to stay on track. These measures help to make your program more manageable and reduce stress. Under support and guidance, you are never on your own. We provide continuous academic and technical support, personalized guidance from your success advisors, LMS tutorials in the orientation course on the LMS, and other resources. Regular assessment, both graded and ungraded on the LMS, and feedback help you track your progress and improve along the way. And remember, your questions and feedback are always welcome. They help us enhance the program for everyone. Lastly, ability to network. Networking is a key part of the postgraduate experience. We provide opportunities for you to connect with faculty, alumni. That would be once our September 2024 cohort graduate in December, and industry professionals throughout your program. For collaborating with peers, we have structured group projects and discussions that allow you to work closely with your classmates, share insights, and learn from one another. Even in a fully online environment, these initiatives ensure that you can start building meaningful professional and peer connections right away. So each of these actions directly responds to the needs highlighted in the survey. Our goal is to make your postgraduate experience supportive, practical, and enriching in every step. In summary, our programs are designed to help you develop skills you hope to gain, balance your academic and personal commitments, receive continuous support and guidance, start building meaningful professional and peer networks. We're excited to have you on this journey. As you progress, there will be many opportunities, both virtual and physical, to interact with your peers, meet faculty, and engage with leaders in the field. In fact, we have one today for our existing students, and I'm sure that you'll be part of the next one. Your feedback is always valued, so please do not hesitate to reach out if you have any issues, and we'll always be on standby to make everything better. Thank you for joining us today, and I look forward to seeing you thrive in your respective programs. Back to you, Jimmy.
All right, thank you so much, Aisha. So you can see the amazing job we are doing here at Miva. Please keep those confettis coming. Thank you so much. So we intend to end this session latest by 1, and we just have exactly 1 minute to go. So I will not be able to address all the questions, but already from this orientation, you all know how to get your answers, right? Using our support channel. You can just go there and be sure that whatever answers you are looking for, we are going to provide them to you. We have success advisors who will address your questions. Okay, so when will admissions pack get to us? When we pay? Within 7 working days. Okay, I can't see live lessons on my calendar yet. Please do not worry. By Monday or latest Tuesday, you will have these things inside of your LMS calendar. You will be able to view them. So once again, thank you so much for your time. We really, really appreciate you taking out the time to attend this orientation session. Please remember, if you missed out the session, the recording is going to be shared with you. You can always go through it. Check the LMS, you will see an orientation course with explainer videos on how to do different kind of things. Please take advantage of these things. Go through them ahead of the semester so that you'll be well equipped to have a smooth run with us. Thank you once again, and this will be all for this session. Bye.